Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Vance Williams out of Seattle, Washington, here in the United States. Welcome to my live Forex trading show. It's Tuesday, September 2nd. First thing I want to cover is my show will not happen at any specific time from now on. Soon you'll be able to subscribe if you want to be notified when I publish something. For now, I'll continue to sending emails for a little bit to notify you when something's happening. Got the front page up right now. I want to show you we've made some enhancements to the site. You can see here I published high impact data last night. Here's a class on the Fibonacci tool that I've pinned to the top, and then you'll see various analysis. For example, Victor posted this Sunday night. You'll see me posting this regularly, at least something every day. And these shows will probably increase in frequency, probably turn into if it's just live show analysis, it'll be about 4 or 5 minutes, so you can get a quick look at what I think is happening in the market. So do tune in to forexartofwar.com. Since this is we did a lot of coding on this site, there's still a few bugs. I noticed the sidebars down here, so if you want to get free books or meet with me, you can do that here. I think when you click on, for example, the video here, US dollar makes first move, you'll see that it's actually correct there. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to price this morning. Sorry, it sounds like my voice is not quite awake yet this morning. Now, one last thing, just before the long weekend, I opened up my training program to new members for the first time in 6 weeks. If you're interested, write to me at vance@forexartofwar.com. There's all kinds of places to contact me. Excuse me, places to contact me on my website. All right, so here we've got the euro and a pound 30-minute charts. The first thing I want to talk about. Oh, remember that what I do here is for your educational purposes only. This is not intended to give you any advice on taking a specific trade. So where we're at here right now, this is September 2nd, Tuesday, September 2nd. We're really coming, it's the first day out of summertime. And what we saw was some moves on the dollar across the board for the pound, the dollar, the Aussie, the Kiwi. So that was the first move. The U.S. market is just underway for the first time coming out of summer here, basically being marked by Labor Day. And so we're not sure exactly how the U.S. session is going to respond, but we'll get a handle on it very quickly, and we'll get some kind of fundamental sentiment that gives us an idea of what price is likely to do, and then combine that with our technicals as the days unfold. All right, so here's the euro dollar. There was a key level at 131.17. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. You can see this move that comes through this key level here, and if we drop down to the 5-minute chart, you'll see I have a fib. This is a new wave Fibonacci that makes a move all the way from here down to here, and then so there's a pullback to 38.2 and a second push, right? That's exactly what we would expect to happen in normal behavior, and so we're off to a good start there. Now some might say it did come close to retracing 38.2 on the way down. It's true, it maybe did come a little bit close, but didn't quite get there. So it's going to be up to each individual trader to decide whether there was a setup there or not. I noticed quite a few posts in our forums this morning, so I think some people did take trades. I haven't got to those yet. Okay, so that's the euro. Right now it's moved, it's pushed again, it's stalled, and now it's corrected back up. All right, let's take a look at the pound 30-minute. So this is what the 30-minute looked like. Young trend started to make a strong push through here. So we needed to drop down to the 5-minute chart now to see if a new wave opened up with enough strength for a pullback. Looks like it did. Go to the 5-minute, and I'm going to put some markings on here just to show you the pattern. This is the pattern that we always look for. It's the one that repeats more than anything else in Forex trading. So strong move in the direction of a trend, pullback, second push. Let me see if that retraced. It didn't there, it didn't there, it did not there. Okay, so we had a move. Let's see how strong that was. It's 42 pips from the start of that move without retracing 38.2 or more, and it pulls back to between 38.2 50%, and then makes a second push right to where we would expect it to go. Now keep in mind that the pound traders tend to be the speculators. The euro dollar tends to be kind of the reserve currency, risk aversion instrument. So the pound speculators are probably going to indicate where this is more likely to go in terms of the dollar. So right now they are not correcting up, they're pushing down just a little bit. But anyway, this was another potential trade here. If once you have your strong push, your new wave that moves out, showing an obvious seller advantage, and it's strong enough, then you can look at getting in anywhere from 38.2 higher for a second push. Then you've got to decide on good risk management. The most optimal place to put your target is always, well, about 80% of the time, it's the 5-minute candle body close of the previous push. And so you'll see that's the highest probability target. It usually comes right down into that area again when it makes its second push. And that's what it did. Now the pound might just be a little bit behind, making a little push, and if it can't get going, then these guys who are in sell contracts will take off more profits, driving the price up. I talked yesterday about the Australian dollar. I actually wrote about it in some analysis under high impact data last night. The story with the Australian dollar is that it has moved up, gained over 5% over the US dollar in the last year. It's a little bit inflationary for the Australian economy. They're actually doing quite well, but they do not want that currency to appreciate more. So we had a whole lot of information coming out from the RBA out there in Australia, and they were usually when data comes out, it's usually more hawkish and more bullish than expected. My sense was that this would be just the opposite this time, and we would see the dollar come down. Remember that most of the manipulation that's going on now with the central banks is just simply things that they're saying. And so they had a real opportunity to say whatever they want and drive that price down, and that's what happened. So I'll be talking a little bit more about that. Manipulation in and of itself is the only thing that will really be a problem with central bank manipulation is if they make things so confusing it just chokes volatility. But just the fact that they're manipulating and doing things, that actually can be an advantage for us. It's just behavior. So once we get a read on what they're doing, we can just use that to our advantage. So I'm not really that worried about what the central banks are doing. Let's pop back to the euro. 30-minute. What are we going to look for right now? Need the euro to either the reverse up or continue and make another advance down. That's where we're at with the euro. On the pound, basically, if price stretches out again below 65.18, something like that, might have potentially a second trade this morning. If you guys have any questions at all, you can write to me, Vance@forexartofwar.com. I'm happy to address questions. We've got several traders also that can answer questions for you, so do take advantage of that resource. Let's see if I've got anything else to say. No, that's about it. Just want to remind you again, ForexArtofWar.com. Just look for more information being published here in the evenings. High impact data, training techniques. Keep in mind that I do not have a policy of come and join my membership and we'll teach you the secrets of Forex trading. It does not work like that. We give away all of our knowledge. What we do with our members is we train them, just like you have a coach that trains you in baseball, or a coach that trains you in football, or a coach that trains you as a boxer called a trainer. The real value of what we do is training. We're some of the only training in the world. We watch you and show you how to make adjustments to what you're doing, and that goes for people who are brand new too. So we give away our knowledge. Knowledge is like 5% of it. We got some of the best too. This Fibonacci technique is one of the most powerful and accurate techniques that you can learn in Forex trading. So it's there for you free of charge. That's it for today. I'll probably do shows at different times of the day over time. You'll see different ways to subscribe. We'll be doing away with email over time. It's not really that it's not really that reliable, and I'd rather you guys subscribe to things that you're specifically looking for in terms of your interest. So thank you, everyone. Hope you got at least one valuable thing from your experience this morning. I'll see our live members in about 10 minutes in our live trading room. Thank you, everyone.